My name is Carmen. My brother's an addict. Well, he was an addict. And this morning, um, um sorry, I forgot. Before before I came to Elena, I was a cook. I mean, I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we will cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were closest. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open a restaurant together. We had the name, we had the vibe, all of it. My brother could make you feel confident in yourself. Like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared. I wouldn't want to do anything. He'd always tell me to face it, to get it over with. He'd always say, stupid. He'd always say, let it rip. He was loud and he was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability, like he could walk into the room and he could take the temperature of it instantly. He could just dial it. And I'm not built like that, man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. And I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have any girlfriend. I don't think I'm funny. And I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like we knew everything about each other. Except everyone thought he's their best friend. He's just that magnetic, and I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him, really. He started letting me into the restaurant a couple years ago. He just cut me off cold. And that hurt. I think that just that flipped a switch in me when I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And because we had this connection through food, and he had made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan when I was gonna go work in all the best restaurants in the world. Like I'm gonna go work in real kitchens. Like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And it sounds ridiculous, like me saying that now. But yeah, that's what I did. I got the shit kicked out of me. And I separated herbs and shucked oysters and clams and uni, and I cut myself. And I got garlic and onions and pepper in my fingernails, in my eyes. My skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had a colossus on my fingers from the knives, and my stomach was fucked, and it was everything. And a couple of years later, this funny thing happened, which is like, for the first time in my life, I started to find this station for myself, and I was fast. I wasn't afraid. It was clear that I felt okay. Like I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperature, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant to stage, I look at them like they were competition. Like I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker. I felt like I could speak through food and communicate through creativity and that kind of confidence. Like finally I was good at something, and it was so new, and that was so exciting, and I just wanted to know that fuck, I just wanted to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond, the more our relationship kind of strained. The deeper into this I went, the better I got, and the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was just so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive. And I lost track of time, and he died. And then he left me his restaurant. And for the last couple months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in a rough shape. And it was clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix what was happening with my brother. I don't know, maybe fix the whole family, because that restaurant, it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.